For over 1,000 years, it was nothing more than a whisper, a name buried in forgotten texts. The city so powerful, even pharaohs bowed to its gods. And then, gone. No ruins, no maps, no trace. Just a legend. Some called it a myth, Egypt's Atlantis. Others believed it held secrets the world was never meant to see. And then, after 1,200 years, the sea gave up its secret. What they found beneath the waves rewrote history. This is the lost city of Heracleion. Our story begins more than 2,000 years ago. Heracleion wasn't just another city. It was a legend. Greek historian Herodotus wrote about it in the 5th century BC. He described a harbor city alive with trade, temples, and towering monuments. A city where gods walked among men. Heracleion was sacred, dedicated to Amun, the supreme god of Egypt, and Heracles, the Greek hero. Pharaohs themselves would come here before their coronation, seeking divine blessing. Imagine it. Colossal temples glittering in the sun, priests chanting prayers, ships from Greece, Rome, and beyond crowding its harbors. But then, something happened. After the 8th century AD, Heracleion vanished from history. No one knew where it was. No one even knew if it was real. But myths don't survive for centuries without a reason. And to uncover the truth, we have to look at the world Heracleion once ruled. This was not just a city. It was the beating heart of a vast network that connected Egypt to the world. Picture the Mediterranean 2,000 years ago. Caravans crossing the desert, carrying gold and incense. Ships slicing through the blue waters, their sails swollen with wind. From Greece came olive oil and wine. From Arabia, spices so rare they were worth their weight in silver. And at the center of it all stood Heracleion. Every coin, every prayer, every whisper of power passed through its gates. It wasn't just a city. It was an empire in miniature, where East met West, and gods watched over men. Heracleion controlled access to the Nile. Every ship entering Egypt had to stop here first, pay tribute, declare its cargo, and seek permission. This meant Heracleion wasn't just wealthy, it was powerful. Kings and generals understood this. Whoever controlled Heracleion controlled Egypt's gateway to the Mediterranean. Its influence stretched across borders, into Greece, Phoenicia, and beyond. It was more than a city. It was a key on the world stage, a jewel every empire wanted, but none could take. But Heracleion's strength wasn't just measured in trade or politics. To its people, its true power came from something even greater: the gods. In Heracleion, faith wasn't just a belief, it was a force that ruled everything. The great temple of Amun rose like a mountain of stone, crowned with gold. Here, pharaohs knelt, priests chanted, and sacred rites were performed in secrecy. Legends say the Greek hero Heracles himself walked these streets. That is why the Greeks named it Heracleion, the city of Heracles. Every coronation began here. Before a man could rule Egypt, he had to earn the blessing of the gods within these walls. And yet, for all its devotion, Heracleion was still a city of people. Behind the temples and rituals, everyday life carried on. Now, imagine walking its streets. Merchants shouting in a dozen languages. Priests in white linen robes carrying sacred offerings to the temple of Amun. Ships unloading amphorae of wine, baskets of grain, jars of honey. musicians playing flutes, while dancers swirl in celebration during festivals. But beneath the beauty, cracks were forming, signs no one saw or no one dared to see. But even the greatest cities cast shadows before they fall. One night, a festival at the Temple of Amun. Torches flicker. The music stops. And then, a sound. Deep, low, like the earth groaning from within. Walls cracking as the Nile swells higher than ever before. Priests whispering that the gods are angry. People scream as statues topple. Waves surge inland, and the harbor swallows ships whole. Temples collapsed, and slowly, the city sank beneath the sea. And then, without warning, it was gone. What happened? Historians believe Heracleion stood on soft clay in the Nile Delta. Add massive earthquakes, catastrophic floods, and rising sea levels. The perfect recipe for destruction. The earth gave way. For 1,200 years, Heracleion slept beneath the Mediterranean. Silent, untouched, forgotten. And for more than a millennium, Heracleion was reduced to whispers. A myth, a legend told in passing. A city that might have never existed at all. Then, in the year 2000, the ocean spoke. French marine archaeologist Franck Gaudiot was surveying the seabed near Alexandria. His sonar scans revealed something strange. Shapes too perfect to be natural. At first, no one believed it. But then, divers went down, and there it was. Heracleion, a city frozen in time, perfectly preserved in the silent depths of the sea. But finding it was only the beginning. To bring Heracleion back from the deep would take years of patience, risk, and obsession. Imagine working 30 meters below the surface, in near darkness, with visibility sometimes less than a meter. Divers had to work in near total darkness, feeling their way through centuries of silt. Every movement stirred clouds that blinded them. And then there were the dangers, currents, collapsing ruins, equipment failure in the crushing pressure. It wasn't just archaeology, it was a race against time. Gaudiot had been searching for years, following whispers in ancient texts. Every expedition was a gamble, every dive a battle against darkness and pressure. And then, the first sign, a fragment of stone carved with hieroglyphs. Then another. And then, a statue's face staring back from the silt. Piece by piece, the city emerged from the shadows. Not a myth, not a rumor, but a lost world, waking after 1,200 years of silence. And with each discovery came a new challenge, because uncovering Heracleion was unlike any excavation before it. The Mediterranean had kept its secret, but at a cost. The ruins lay buried under layers of sand, mud, and salt for over a millennium. Yet within the darkness of the deep, archaeologists uncovered not just ruins but stories, mysteries that revealed how Heracleion lived and how it died. Many artifacts hinted at complex rituals, offerings placed carefully near the temples of Amun and Osiris. Dozens of small statues of gods, perfectly preserved, stone anchors from ships that never sailed again. Archaeologists also found coins and jewelry scattered across the seabed, suggesting that people tried to save their wealth when disaster struck. There were even signs of hurried repairs on structures, as if the city knew it was in danger. Every piece tells the same story. Heracleion did not vanish in an instant. It fought until the very end. But recovering its story required more than discovery. It demanded resilience, patience, and a battle against the sea itself. Each artifact had to be handled with extreme care. One wrong move, and a piece of history could be lost forever. And then there's time. It took 2 decades of patient excavation, 2 decades of gently brushing away layers of sand and salt to bring Heracleion back to the light. It wasn't just a discovery, it was a resurrection. And yet, Heracleion still keeps its secrets. Why did it sink so suddenly? Was it nature or something else? If a city this great could disappear, what else is hiding beneath the waves? Could the true Atlantis still be out there, waiting to be found?